Warning. This episode of the podcast contains words that some people may find offensive. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. How's it going? My name is JMO62 and I am currently playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire 2nd Edition. I'm not, I just wanted to find an excuse to say Who Wants to Be a Millionaire 2nd Edition.
And I'm Lou, and I'm currently in my computer quickly carrying off Jamel's patience every single second. That's just the life we have. And also, it's soon our 3-year anniversary since we first met.
Yay! And welcome to Blue and JMO's Dungeon of Idiotness in audio form, but it's back in video for the stream because screw you. Yeah. Today's guest is someone you may know if you watch my Twitch streams and my recent YouTube stream. My partner for most of the season of Elimination League Racing Season 2, and he is pretty outspoken, so like I said, prepare for some words that you may not like, but anyway, please welcome SGT. I don't know if the SGT matters anymore, but it's Sandwich.
Yo.
Ready. We're all here.
Love Sam.
We're all here. So, if you're ready, you know what I'm going to say. Let's just jump into it.
No, let's first make an introduction. I want Sam to present himself to those who don't know him.
Alright then, yeah. Solo layout, here you go.
I'm Sam. I'm 16 years of age and I am a very cool individual. People don't like me though, so well. They get offended by me very easily, which is funny.
Alright.
That's it.
Okay, that's it. Okay. Good.
Alright, so we've got a lot of segments today, including our obvious mystery segment. Firstly, not that.
This.
So, UEFA, they host the Euros every 4 years. And it's basically every 2 years after the World Cup, there's a UEFA Euros, basically. How it works is extremely simple and very similar to the World Cup. There's a bunch of groups. The top two, they get in. Then there's a knockout phase. Knocked out. Final. Winner wins. However, there is only 32 or a bit. There is only like about 64 or bit spots in the league. So, what do they do in order to decrease it to that? Considering there's probably, I think there is more than the amount of 48, I think it is, for this thing. Yeah, I am bad at explaining this. Anyway, every year before, they host the qualifiers, which is basically the way that you qualify. The top person in each group, they go on directly to the Euros. Second place gets into the playoffs, where they exist, and then some can qualify via the Nations League as well. Yay. So, let's talk about them. It's been a while since anybody's played a qualifier, but I am still going to talk about it because we have nothing else to talk about.
Yes.
Makes sense.
So currently, I'm going to say now, the groups.
You really don't want to say every single group?
Just some of the countries that could qualify for the final tournament.
And one that has qualified, because they host it.
England already qualified.
No, they have not.
It's
Well,
Germany.
they basically qualify automatically anyway.
The only people that automatically qualify are the hosts, which in this case is Germany, because in 2018 they got announced as the 2024 hosts.
Yeah.
They might as well be already in it though. They don't have to work very hard to get into the Euros.
Yeah.
I mean,
More
to be
than-
fair, their league is pretty
Competitive.
Dismal.
no. It is not competitive.
Abysmal.
North Macedonia and Malta and Ukraine. The only people that could deserve a little bit of a fight is Italy, and they've lost one.
But they can go to the playoffs.
Yeah, they're already off to the playoffs anyway via the Europa League. So,
Europa League.
Mate, this isn't the Europa League. That's club football.
fuck.
Do you want to talk about Manchester United?
Different can of worms.
We'll talk about Manchester United later.
You want to talk about Manchester United now?
You'll understand.
I was just taking the piss on it because Liverpool.
Yeah. So, may I, who actually has the godforsaken groups on my screen as I speak.
I already had them.
Yeah, well, screw you. Group A has the following 5 teams. We have Scotland, who are in the lead with a unbeaten one, which, think about it, an unbeaten one.
And it's Scotland. They're on some drugs or something. I don't know.
Sorry.
To be fair, they have not competed against. They have not competed against. They actually have competed against Norway, and they won 2-1.
Yeah. Scotland's on a roll.
Norway, supposedly, is not performing that well, even though they have one of the best players of times, Erling Haaland.
Yeah, they have
Haaland.
one player. One player does not decide an entire match of football.
Fair enough. I mean,
the defenders, the goalkeeper, everybody.
They all play a part. They all have to feed in.
Even the
to one
coach.
thing.
yeah, Norway has only won one match, and it's against Cyprus, so it doesn't count.
Cyprus last. But Georgia
Georgia, of all people, in second.
Spain is not. Spain is not.
Spain is fourth, yeah. Spain. I don't know anymore, man.
I don't know anymore. Just know that Greece is also going to put the playoffs.
Right, Europa League, yeah. But speaking of Group B, the bane of my existence.
Yeah. Well, no.
Hey, at least you're beating the Netherlands.
Yeah, at least you guys beat the Netherlands. But you lost against Greece.
Yeah. And to be fair, they lost against France, but that was only 1-0, so I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Well, if we look at England's next few games,
Yeah, let's take a look at England. Let's see.
Hang on, I have yet to
We need
talk
to
about
look
the
at
teams in
England
Group B
because-
firstly. France obviously are winning 4
Another unbeaten run.
games with 1. When
Another
9
unbeaten run.
and 9 goals scored, no goals conceded, 12 points. Greece, I mean, they're a bit close to losing. It just depends on how many goals they score in their next game, which is against the bane of the, which is against. Did the Netherlands win the Euro? Fuck.
Yes, they did in 88. In 88.
I'm talking about the Nations League.
No.
they won the Nations League quite
They
recently.
lost against Portugal in the first edition in the final.
Oh yeah, that's true. Actually. That's a good point.
Then groups and Gibraltar is the.
Conceding 12 goals.
They have not scored a single goal.
They've conceded 12 goals, but at least
They're ranked bottom of the world.
No,
there's
that's San
even a
Marino.
team that's worse. There's a team that's worse.
They've been beaten 3-0 by 4 teams. They've been beaten 3-0 by everyone.
Yeah.
So,
Look
yeah,
at Gibraltar,
do
come
the
on.
math. Do the
Now,
math.
Group C. Now, can I talk about Group C for a second?
Sure, do it.
Okay, so England, future has matched against Malta, Italy, and then they have to travel to Ukraine and North Macedonia. So England's currently on an unbeaten run as well as France.
At least we didn't roll over and let Ukraine win like they did in Eurovision.
The Eurovision last year.
Yeah, that was sad.
To be fair, I'll say it again. The song was good, but the main reason why they won was because of the televote. Like,
The song was not good enough to win, but we'll gloss over that because I don't want to get into Eurovision because that was, yeah, you know what I mean.
We talked about it in the second episode.
we talked about it in the first episode.
Go on.
We talked about
Go
it in
on.
the third episode. We've mentioned it every single episode now and that has extended the streak to 4.
Also, the fifth.
Let's forget about it.
Also, the guest for the fifth episode does have some. Is also from a country from the Eurovision. Right
You
now.
need to talk more slowly because I didn't even understand a word you said in that sentence.
Okay, that's because we shouldn't reveal the net guest for the next episode.
Yeah, but Sam did in the comment section of the previous one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you knew it was yourself.
Yay. So, Group D.
The other countries in Group C are Italy.
It's Italy. Yeah.
Macedonia.
The current champions. Imagine. Like, last we're gonna get.
We were robbed.
Come on.
Were you one of those hooligans in London that night?
Question: who was the person? No. No. The other two countries, obviously North Macedonia and Malta, conceded 8 goals. But yeah, at least they scored against North Macedonia. It's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal, you say. Good day.
They scored against North Macedonia. At least that.
Let's stop talking about that and get to Turkey, who are, yeah, I mean, they're not fan to England levels, but they're still doing, they're okay. They're okay.
But they're Armenia.
Armenia, yeah. I mean, yeah. And then there's Wales just down there, just
Yeah, and Latvia. And that's just
The sheep shaggers.
Also, Croatia's third.
Croatia's third, and they haven't participated in a games in a while. And the next game is on the 12th of October, so...
Oh.
Actually, no, on the 11th of September against...
No, let's not talk about yeah. Anyways, all right, carry on.
Turkish!
Is anyone here from Turkey watching?
Probably not, because Turkey's probably going to block our video now that you've done that. And made me reference that. Latvia, just like Eurovision, this shit is being robbed.
Yeah, but now let's talk about the Czech Republic. This is the full time. Anyways, an apology to Turkey. Jabo, please sing Mangas, the 2010 entry.
For all this time, I'm in love with you. Don't even know your name. For just one night, we could be the same, no matter what they say.
There, now our video was unblocked in Turkey.
Can we go back to football?
Czech Republic time. They are leading Group E with 7 points, which
barely. By the
5
way.
goal difference.
Because they drew against. No, listen. It's because they drew against Moldova. Okay, that's the reason why.
Although they've not been great.
No,
They haven't been that good.
They're Albanian. Just mention them.
Albania and Moldova. I do have to say, for being the worst ranked team in Europe, apparently.
San Marino is.
They've done a decent job to outdo Poland.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Faroe Islands, obviously. Faroe Islands is the weakest link. Moldova, one of the worst teams in Europe.
Are we
5 points. 1 point.
Yeah.
1 point behind Albania. This top 3 is intense.
Yeah.
There's so many tents. I can't even fathom how many tents it would take to.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Roberts is probably not going to go to the Euros.
Sadly. But yeah, very poor result from Poland, to be fair. They lost. They bottled a 2-0 lead from Moldova and made it 3-2. Jesus Christ.
Well, at least you're not Romania.
Right, where are Romania in this?
Group I, but let's first talk about Belgium and Austria.
Romania aren't looking
Don't
good.
you dare. If you do it, I swear to Christ. Don't. Contain it.
Belgium. Let's talk about Belgium. Because I was actually
Contain that as well. Let me do it. I'll do Group F here, just so you don't randomly go into song. Austria, are doing quite well with themselves. They've gotten 3 wins and a draw, 10 points. And Belgium have not played fourth match, so obviously they are down a bit.
I'm trying not to start.
But Belgium have got a better projection.
Belgium do have a better projection, to be fair.
Yeah.
If they win, then they have higher goal difference and they have higher points, which means they'll take the top of the group.
Yeah, they are. Definitely.
Belgium's next game is on the 9th against Azerbaijan, who are bottom in the group, so that's definitely going to be a win. And then a couple of days later, they'll be facing Estonia, who are
also the same
amount of points as Azerbaijan, which doesn't matter, on draw. And they both have one draw and 2 losses.
Sweden aren't looking good either.
Sweden are 4th, middle of the road. They won 5-0 against Azerbaijan, which is not an achievement, considering it's Azerbaijan and they're in the bottom of the group.
Yeah.
Blue, stop interrupting me. Then they lost 3-0 against Belgium, I mean, how could you not predict that? It's Belgium. They were ranked first in the FIFA World Cup rankings for a while there, I think.
Yeah, they were. They were ranked for about a year or so.
I don't know why either.
And then Brazil overtook them. And now I think it's Argentina who are at the top.
And then they faced Estonia and drew, which gave them 1 single point. And it's the same with Estonia. That single point that they drew with Azerbaijan for, they're giving each other a point there. That's what happened. They gave each other a point.
Don't deny it. Yeah.
PG.
I was going to mention something.
Yeah, but I didn't want you to accidentally go into song, so Group G.
No, I'm not going to go into song. The thing I was
okay, then, guys, make a note. If he goes into song, make a note so you can humiliate him every time we do something like this. Make a note.
He won't.
Okay, so Sweden has the same amount of goals scored by them and goals against.
Yeah, that's usually what goal difference 0 means.
Yep. The only other country to do this is Ukraine.
Well, Ukraine are just crap, so that makes sense.
Yeah. There. I didn't go into song. You proud of me, J-Mo?
Oh, Group G!
Yeah, let's talk about Group G for a bit.
Which is actually getting kind of tense. Like, the battle for first is intense. But who qualifies, that's a little bit more up for interpretation.
Yeah.
If Serbia win, they'll take the top of the group. No matter whether Hungary or Serbia.
That is pure Will Buxton right there.
I should mention that it's against Hungary, so whoever wins that match will take the top of the group.
But if they both tie,
Hungary still stays. Still stays.
Because they have the better goal difference, and obviously tying would give them the same amount of goals scored and goals conceded, so nothing would change. But Hungary have But Hungary are currently perfect on there. They have not conceded a goal. Meanwhile, Serbia has conceded 1, and they have managed the same amount of goals 4. So, and Bulgaria and Lithuania. I'm the best with you two.
That is sad.
Yeah.
The only reason Bulgaria has more points than Lithuania is because they've played more matches. Like, Bulgaria's played 4 and Lithuania's played 3.
Can we move on to Group H?
The best group.
It does look interesting, doesn't it?
It is the most interesting.
Kazakhstan.
So,
Who,
I'm not going to do a
who would have
song. I'm going to
thought?
do a SpongeBob reference. Finland!
Finland!
And
Who would have thought Kazakhstan would have been at the top?
yeah,
Yeah.
I know. And either way, they're in the playoffs regardless.
Oh my god. Imagine Kazakhstan going to the Euros.
Everyone would lose their
I mean-
shit.
Yeah.
And
Demo,
Northern Ireland is in its righteous place.
yes.
Well, Finland and Kazakhstan play each other next, so it's the battle for top in the next
Yeah.
match.
Yeah, they're
And if
also-
So we could actually
Kazakhstan
see Kazakhstan go to.
And if Kazakhstan
Euros.
score 3-0 against Finland, they'll have the same goal diff. That will absolutely help them out because they'll have the same. Because right, that will change their goal difference and give Kazakhstan an extra 3 points. So
yeah.
they swap goal difference,
Countries also in that group are Denmark,
which is surprisingly being fucked over,
Slovenia,
which is in its rightful territory.
and the worst team in Europe and probably in the world because it's San Marinos.
It's San Marino, exactly. Let me
But
tell you how bad they have fared. They lost 6-0 to Finland, 2-0 to Slovenia, and then they lost
They're minus
3-0 to
30.
Kazakhstan and 2-0 to Northern Ireland.
But there was the worst.
Any.
Does that make sense?
But there's a worst team out there. There's a worst team.
I don't think they've scored any.
Gibraltar.
No. Gibraltar has a negative 12. San Marino's negative 13.
They
There is an
scored
over.
0 goals.
Well, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, for now.
They've scored 0
Listen.
goals.
And conceded 13.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah,
They need
that's
to
bad.
get a new manager or something.
So
But let's just talk about England.
hang on. Let me just read the lines here. Denmark has the next free token. Has the next press here to beat San Marino token.
Yeah.
So that actually raises the stakes for Finland versus Kazakhstan. If one of them wins, the person that loses is dropping into third because Denmark surely isn't going to lose against San Marino.
Yeah. But let's go back to England for a bit. They have what's the best goal difference? Plus 14.
Plus 14, yeah. But I mean, to be fair,
That is good.
to
They're,
be
they
fair,
are
there is
pretty
no
much
Barcelona,
running through
and there
this.
is Malta. So
There's not
They're
many
top,
good
the best
European
team.
teams. That's the
in
problem.
Group C. So yeah, best you can get is
There's
Italy.
not many
and-
good European teams at all.
Yeah, he just went there.
Gemma, read Group I because I want to read Group J.
I
No,
mean, you
combine.
have France, you have Netherlands, you have England, you have Italy.
Yeah,
Belgium
France.
are okay. Austria are okay.
I mean, France made it to the World
Romania
Cup
and
final.
Switzerland are okay. Iceland are okay. Portugal are okay. Other than that, not really.
Let's just speak one. Gemma, do
Not
Group
a
I
lot
because
to
I want to
watch
do
in.
Group J because there's my country.
Oh, that's right. I see.
Do Group I, go.
Switzerland.
Yeah, Switzerland.
Switzerland in the lead with 3 wins and 10 points and 12 and 9 plus goal difference. Doing pretty well. So they're probably going to be the ones to qualify. The rest, completely up into interpretation. We do not know what's going to happen. Andorra is definitely going to be the one in the lowest. Kosovo and Belarus can bounce back, and there is a really close fight between Romania and Israel right now, and Israel is assured to the playoffs at least.
But now it's time to go play
I didn't finish. Next set of matches is Andorra against Belarus. Kosovo against Switzerland, and Israel against Romania.
Yeah. So do look out for Israel versus Romania. Do look out. That's all I'm saying.
I may also might add that Belarus is doing surprisingly well.
Yeah.
For having the less, because the only reason why they are ahead of Kosovo is that they have a win. Kosovo doesn't. They have 3 draws. Even though Belarus has a worse goal difference. That's the only reason why they have a win. But to be fair, that win was against, out of all people, what the fuck? I can't even find the win.
I'm going to say it to you. It was against, oh, Jesus Christ.
It was against Kosovo.
It was against Kosovo, yeah. Yeah. Anyways, should I go for the group chat?
Just do the line. Just say the line, Blue.
I have to say it.
We had to do it.
Yes. Portugal leads literally already in the Euros from the beginning. Nick.
They're not that good.
Best goal difference alongside England. A plus 14 goal difference. 12 points. Straight shooting out of the lead. I'm going to put my egg. I'm going to dress up for the match against Slovakia. Second.
Can I point out that England's group is actually harder than Portugal's group?
Ooh, let me. So you have Ukraine, you have Italy, you have Italy.
Out there before you get all excited.
Yeah, they have Ukraine, which is Italy, which is good.
And then we have the 2.
Why they haven't just let them every time?
Well, let's go to North Macedonia for a second.
North Macedonia's and Malta, no. J is definitely harder. Slovakia's Luxembourg, Iceland, and then there's the 2 stinkers, including Liechtenstein, which
-14.
-14. The complete polar opposite of Portugal and England.
San Marino, you're no longer the worst. Liechtenstein. Gotta point out that
Liechtenstein are pretty poor.
To be fair, let me be clear. Half of that did come from their loss of Iceland.
How good was that?
7-0. And let's just remind ourselves that Luxembourg lost 6-0 to Portugal.
May I also point out that the women's team conceded like a lot more than the men's team.
Should we talk about
that in a minute? We'll talk about that later. But
yes,
I'm pretty sure they lost 20-0 like 3 times.
There's also the 4 leagues. Ooh. The playoffs.
So we have Spain, Croatia, Italy, Netherlands.
Now, so Path A is basically the best. So basically, Path A, Path B, Path C. Those are the 3 paths.
Yeah. So Path A, I just said, Spain, Croatia, Italy, Netherlands, the best ones.
Yeah.
Path B.
So Israel is the ones that are there's 4 from each league that are definitely going to be in the playoffs 100%, which are Spain, Croatia, Italy, Netherlands, Israel, Portugal, Hungary, Serbia, Scotland, Georgia, Greece, Turkey, Kazakhstan.
See, Kazakhstan. I'm telling you.
Regardless of what happens, they are in the playoffs. So
Kazakhstan and Georgia are going to be the big surprises.
There was going to be so League C is going to have 16. League A and B are actually going to have 15 instead of 16 because Germany is a host and they automatically qualify. No need to go to the playoffs. And B has the country that should not be named.
Yeah, but we accidentally did name it. We're talking about Belarus.
What? We didn't.
Ireland are going to win it. I'm going to go all the way.
So my question to you guys: what is going to be the biggest surprise on this qualifiers? What's the biggest surprise?
Kazakhstan.
I think,
Kazakhstan.
yeah,
There's
Kazakhstan.
there is no question. It's Kazakhstan all the way.
But Georgia,
If we look at, I'll look
Georgia
at
also, yeah, but Kazakhstan's more.
Armenia, though. But Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan.
Please don't make a Borat joke, please. Someone don't do a Borat joke, because Kazakhstan people will get truly.
I don't know much about Borat, to be honest.
Thank God.
Neither do I.
Kazakhstan are ranked 104th in the world. And if we look at statistics are very useful in this situation, because basically you show what's actually happening on the pitch and not what we're talking about. If it would like to load, that would be lovely.
The overall ranking, the lowest team that is currently
they've
good
scored 8 goals, which is good. That's decent. 8 goals, not too bad. Conceded 4, which is slightly disappointing considering they've been quite good. But they've had a good fare out of it. So beating Finland will be key for them getting into this Euro. It'll be really useful, because winning games is useful in football somehow. But yeah.
Yep.
I'm tired. Right, we've been going for 33 minutes on the same topic, so I think it's now time we shake it up and talk about a fruit. Hang on.
Shall we continue with?
Oh yeah. Okay, I was right. All right, let's move on.
Let's talk about Formula 1 now.
Oh,
because Daniel.
Yeah, let's talk about Formula 1.
So we forgot to mention this in episode 3, mainly because our guest probably wouldn't care much. But Daniel Ricciardo's back.
Yeah.
The Aussie.
So yeah, I can definitely see that why this happened. So basically, if you don't know, Nick de Vries was in that seat before Daniel, and he was having an season, really. I mean, there's not much you can do with that, Towie, but
he shat in the seat.
Well. He was back of the grid with Sargent, which honestly was expected. He's also a rookie, and he's in Williams.
Yeah.
Still doesn't make it excusable, but still.
He shat in his nappy, that's why he got sacked.
Let me finish. Yeah. So due to string of poor results, that's actually the reason why.
No points, nil points, like England in Eurovision every year. Continue.
Yeah. They don't get 0 points every year. They only get last every year, not 0 points every year. They've only gotten 0 points twice. Their first one in 2003, and then there's the second one in 2021. But to be fair, both of those, half of it was to do with politics, and other half of it was to do with the song being shite.
Because, wait, are you saying that Anders was shit?
Okay, continue with F1.
Yes, yes, I am.
Yeah, amateur singing. We can hear him, Brendan. Anyway, okay, well, let's return to Formula 1 before I start talking about the fact that the London EP is going to happen in the next weekend.
Let me just put some duct tape over Blue's mouth just so he doesn't ramble on again. So, due to those string of poor performances, Sam, you didn't have to do that as well. So, due to a string of bad performances, Nick was sacked and replaced with Daniel. And the
Everything's
entire
lagging for me.
thing was kind of just fast. Happened the entirety of the morning, and then just like the entirety of the morning, it was like Nick DeVries is coming out, Daniel Ricciardo's coming in. This is only a rumor. We don't know if this is from a confirmed source or not. Daniel Ricciardo to replace Nick DeVries from Hungary onwards. Thanks, everyone.
What's funny, Daniel Ricciardo reappears, and Lewis Hamilton's back on the front.
Yep. All right, we're gonna skip to that now. Let's talk about the Hungarian qualifying because guess who got rid of his skill issue?
Lewis, the vegan hamburger idiot, Hamilton. There you go. That's his full name.
At the Silver. Just a
Lewis v. Hamilton.
Make it a Kingdom Hearts title.
Yeah.
So
Lewis v. Hamilton.
So what ended up happening was, yeah.
Yeah. That's all we're gonna say.
I didn't watch the entirety of it, but all I knew was Zhou topped Q1.
Yeah, that was cool. I thought that.
Can we have a round of applause for Joe? Can we just have a round of applause for you, Joe? Ladies and gentlemen.
Well done for being the most mid driver on the planet.
Good job.
Oh, I messed up. So
I don't know why I literally went into. I don't know why I went into the fucking page for Zhou instead of going to the page for Hungary. Let me just click the report so I can get the qualifying classification. There we go. So Zhou topped Q1 somehow.
Lando.
That was impressive.
Lando topped Q2. Max. Seemingly still nowhere to be seen. Oscar, what the hell? Oscar came fourth. I think that's
The thing I find funny is they brought a massive upgrade to this race weekend, and it's just done nothing. In fact, they've gone backwards with this upgrade.
Yeah, they literally finished. They didn't finish in first in any of the qualifying sessions, and Sergio Perez is
That's the first
starting
time that's
ninth.
happened.
Sergio Perez starting ninth is a sight to behold.
Yeah.
Well,
Same
only
with
one of the cars has the new upgrade.
Sainz not making it to Q3.
Yeah. We gotta see
That
this.
was embarrassing.
Yeah, that was very embarrassing, even for Ferrari standards, because they are starting to get back.
Ferrari
now.
should rename their team. We're going to lead the race for 5 laps, maybe bottle some qualifying sessions as well, go really slow in straight line speed, lead the Azerbaijan Grand Prix before being overtaken by Verstappen, and then lose. That's what they should be renamed. It's quite a long name.
Forgot the Scuderia at the start. So it's team.
Oh yeah, Scuderia, we like to bottle races.
Scruteria.
Ferrari.
No. Scruteria. Because it's Scruteria.
Scuderia.
Scruteria.
Might as well be one of those town electric scooters you get.
Lando top that. Oscar came fifth in the. Oscar literally came fifth in the qualifying session and finished fourth in the third session.
So
Second row, all McLaren, by the way. Max is
McLaren
in second, and Hamilton is in first. Although, considering Red Bull's speed, probably not going to stay that long, considering Max is in second.
I'm hoping now that someone actually starts to fight against Max and we actually have a decent title decider at Abu Dhabi, because that's what I want. I think that's
The
what
only
most
person who
people
I think
want.
is actually even possible of doing that now is Perez and...
No, an actual team versus team fight.
Yeah, well, I don't think that's going to
Now
happen. I
halfway
think the only
through.
person who can catch up to him at this point is
Paris.
Perez and
Hamilton.
I wouldn't say so.
Well,
I think he dug
halfway
himself
through the
a hole
season.
that he can't dig out of in the first 2 races of the season.
Alonso is third.
Alonso's looking good as well, but I'm
But it
hoping that
starts
Paris
going
gets the
to
sack
annoying.
and someone young comes in.
And
I'm hoping
also,
they bring Yuki
can we
in.
just give a round of applause for Daniel Ricciardo getting the shit box that is the AlphaTauri out of Q1. Even if he only got like Q2, he'll be celebrated.
The retarded awards ceremony.
The retarded awards ceremony. For fuck's sake.
Alpha retardy. Daniel Ricciardo.
Retarded. We already just got it. Yeah. Also, we're gonna have a situation very similar to what happened in Brazil's sprint last year. Because we have a Mercedes at the top, but then right down, nearly the bottom, not the bottom like Mick last year in Brazil's sprint, but near the bottom. George, what the fuck you doing?
He needs to screw his head on.
Why? Like,
Or he looks
why?
like Woody.
Yeah.
18?
Go back to Toy Story.
German,
Just to get his Toy Story out.
For tomorrow's race.
Alright, full grid.
Yeah.
But what I'm gonna do, just to fuck with you, I'm gonna do it in order of driver number.
Yeah.
P2, Max Verstappen. P20, Logan Sargent. P13, Daniel Ricciardo. P3, Lando Norris. P15, Pierre Gasly. P9, Sergio Perez. P8, Fernando Alonso. P6, Charles Leclerc. P14, what the fuck, Lance Stroll. P19, what the fuck, Levin Magnussen. P17, Yuki Tsunoda. P16, Alexander Albon. P5, Jesus Christ, Joe Granu. P10, Nico Hulkenberg. P12, Esteban Ocon. P1, Lewis Hamilton. P11, Carlos Sainz. P18, what the fuck, George Russell. P7, Valtteri Bottas. And P4, Oscar Piastri.
So Daddy's
I know the reverse order. Just to fuck with you.
P81, P4.
If you want to fuck with
Lance
more,
Stroll get his skiggly diggly ass out of that second seat and give it to someone who can actually drive a car properly.
no.
I'm starting to think we should put a woman in there.
Do you want to talk about F1 Academy or the Women's World Cup? In a minute.
F1 Academy, I do not know why they aren't broadcasting that.
They need to.
I think it's stupid. I think women should be given more of a chance, but then again, the reason why they're not given a chance is because they can't drive.
Fair enough.
Just fucking because.
Like,
my God.
Like we want to be.
Oh, I failed.
Like here's the thing: we want further representation, but we don't want bad driving.
Exactly. I'm fine with women going up to like, F2.
I mean,
F1. It's F1. They're the best drivers in the world.
But Jamie,
Yeah, but like, yeah, if they, like,
hang on.
like the first woman in F2 was Tatiana Calderon, and they fucked it so hard they couldn't even. The only person that they could realistically battle was fucking Mahavir Raghunathan.
Well, it shows you, realistically, it's not sexist. This is the truth. Men are better drivers than women. Whether they like it or not, that is the truth. Because statistics through racing shows it. Because you have no female drivers in NASCAR. You have no female drivers in F1. You have no
And the female drivers that have been in NASCAR and F2.
yeah.
And
Can I
they've been
just
awful.
mention something?
Danica Patrick.
Although-
Danica Patrick. That's the only
wasn't
reason
it-
we're
she
ending this
wasn't
now.
in
Welcome to the mystery
champion.
segment reveal, guys.
Yeah.
What is today's
So-
mystery?
So, episode 1, we had a Eurovision quiz. Episode 2, we had a debate on Eurovision. Episode 3, we had Eurovision in the West One Doesn't Belong quiz. This one has nothing to do with Eurovision. Thank
I'll
Christ.
explain.
Instead, it's about
You.
You.
Stop. We
Well,
can't
Sam's hot takes. Today, we're going to be giving Sam some controversial topics, and we're going to see what is his opinion on them. As well, he'll be able to give some opinions of his own and see how it
This
rolls.
might just be an endless pit where I get cancelled.
Yeah, I was just saying, Sam can't say K. Sam gets cancelled. Which is saying.
So, yeah. Get your
this
hot
is
sauce
a-
ready because here we go. So,
Have you got some questions for me then?
firstly, I already asked you this in DMs. This is actually why. I didn't tell him the reason beforehand because I didn't want to leak this segment out, but
Alright. I can't remember what you asked me.
so what is your biggest hot take of anything?
Get it out.
Oh, I did say this. The GOAT to not have won an F1 championship is Nico Hulkenberg.
Honestly, I can get behind that.
Well, was it? Ladies and
He's the only
gentlemen.
man. He's the only man who knows how to suck Kevin Magnussen's balls.
Oh, guys, PG-18, this fucker.
Yeah, I remember, guys. Goodbye from the beginning of the episode.
I mean, F1 Drive to Survive is 15 for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Nah, it's because Gunther likes to call people wankers.
Yes.
We're going on ahead, ladies and gentlemen. So,
I mean, I literally said this was going to contain some words that may offend some people.
yeah.
I'm not offended.
Yeah, but still, I tell people, your discussion, strongly
Well,
advised.
listen-
If you did not listen to that, you are making the consequences very apparent now. Thank you for joining.
Yeah.
If you're
No,
getting
I'm
offended,
sorry about-
you can do what Magnussen loves and suck my balls.
Wait, he's doing a reference to like.
Oh! I just realized it's a reference.
He's looking at the one that thing that Kevin said.
Why did I only just realize?
Oh my god.
Honestly, I couldn't give two shits if people get offended.
Okay.
Okay.
Have you got any questions for me?
You know what? I'm gonna say this. Nico, I think deserves a championship. I think he has championship material. That's all I'm gonna say.
He's just not being given a good car.
Yeah.
Put
If
him
he
in
gets
Max Verstappen's car, he would have stuck that bitch on pole. I'm telling you now, you give him Max Verstappen's car, he'd be on pole right now.
I think Ocon said in an interview, if that everyone had equal machinery, you'd have like the entire grid would be split like 2/10.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. I think it should all be based on aerodynamics and not engines. And the way how quick the engine is.
F2 and F3 and FR.
FR.
I think all the engines should
You had to mention FR before F4.
Yeah, because it's the order. You go F2, F3, Formula Regional, and then F4. Wow.
And then there's karting, but that's very different. Anyway, this doesn't do anything with hot takes. What's your opinion on this news story?
I mean, if you
For the
extract-
podcast listeners, I'm currently showing a picture of a BBC News article that says Jeremy Clarkson warned some of his cider might explode. The presenter has told people if they have any bottles affected by the problem, they can get a refund.
There are also some inside
My
jokes
first point-
in this image.
My first point
Including
is
the
the BBC disliked Jeremy Clarkson in the first place. So whether he said that or not, I take it with a pinch of salt. I don't believe it. But it's because it's the BBC, which actually stands for the British Bullshit Corporation.
Given the Gary Lineker and Hugh Edwards things that they've been going through right now, I can get behind that.
Yeah, it's two, same. Yeah.
That Gary Lineker thing, just
BBC.
Yeah, what's your thoughts on the Gary Lineker incident?
I don't agree with him, but I don't think he should be getting kicked off. I think that is Nazism. By kicking him off, that's Nazism.
this is what that guy invading Syria at Eurovision 2018 was trying to warn us about, and we didn't listen.
Exactly.
I mean, cancel me if you want, but people will only cancel me because of the fact that I tell the truth, and people don't like the truth. That's half the reason why we have so many people being so horrible to each other about opinions.
Welcome to people being dicks. We love it. Yeah.
Before we get
So basically, what happened was, yeah. So if you're confused about the context of that is, the stage invader during Syria's performance of Eurovision 2018, reportedly was shouting, "For the Nazis of the UK media, we demand freedom. War is not peace." He was warning us of what you were saying. Are you the guy? Are you the him? Are you the him? Are you him?
He is an asshole. He still is an asshole, but he does tell the truth. It's the same thing as Andrew Tate. He's an asshole, but he tells the truth.
we don't talk about
the hot sauce is really pouring out here.
yeah. Okay, fine. Let's talk a little bit more about Romania then. But if you want to, we could take this even further.
I mean, I wasn't looking to get cancelled today, but I guess it would be a minor inconvenience.
Minor inconvenience, guys.
On the podcast.
I mean, I don't even use Twitter. I don't even use social media, really.
Outside of YouTube and Discord, of course.
Well, not Discord. I wouldn't call that social media.
Yeah, to be fair, I'd say it's more of a messaging app that's just using social media elements.
We're a bunch of fat retards go and use their fat, greasy fingers and text abuse to each other and be racist to each other. That's always quite fun.
Anyway,
I have enjoyed this. This has been fun. Have you got any more questions for me?
I'd want your opinion on a couple of controversial F1 topics.
Oh dear.
You may not have an opinion on them, and it may be very underwhelming, but we're going to try nonetheless. Abu Dhabi 2021.
It was disgusting cheating.
Cheating.
Cheating. FIA broke their own rules to let Verstappen win, which was disgusting. And I think Lewis Hamilton 100% deserved it, but I don't think we should be going back and changing the results while they weren't correct and what they did was wrong. I think we should just gloss over it.
In my opinion, I'm going down the middle road of the fact that Lewis deserved that win, but Max deserved the entire championship because of what happened at Silverstone.
I don't agree with that at all. I think Verstappen does it to everyone else, drives like that to everyone else, but when it happens to him, it's not okay. So I think he 100% deserved to be in the barrier. And I don't like him anyway, he's a prick.
Yeah, to be fair, he is kind of being a dick recently, kind of.
Not recently, he just is. Any more questions?
Crashgate?
Crashgate. Oh, this is the thing with 2008.
Yeah.
Again, we shouldn't be going back and changing results. I think that's wrong. What happened while it was wrong. You know, we've got to move on.
Spygate?
What was that?
McLaren stealing Ferrari info and getting fined $100 million.
Well, that would be their entire cost cap nowadays, wouldn't it?
Reportedly, the former FIA president Max Mosley reportedly said that it was $5 million for the actual fence and 95 million for. Sorry for the strong language here, but 95 million for one Dennis being a twat.
Lovely. Any more
Austria
questions?
2002, aka those team orders.
I don't know what that is. I
Fair
haven't
enough.
really. I don't have an opinion.
So Rubens Barrichello
You don't
was
need to
leaving.
explain it to him, okay? He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
I don't have an opinion on it. I'll just say that.
Yeah. The Italian court prosecuting Williams for thinking they killed Senna. I'm running out of ideas.
Yeah, again, no opinion. I have no idea what you're on about.
Talking about the time that Williams got sued by the Italian court for supposedly killing Ayrton
Williams
Senna.
always getting bloody sued. Ayrton Senna killed himself, pretty much. Just get better at driving, you know what I mean?
I think I have obviously ran out of things to talk about, so
is that going to be it then?
Yeah, for the mystery segment. Now it's time for the penultimate thing.
Yes.
Not two segments, and then an update about the podcast in general. We are an hour in, so let's just get on with this.
It's the second part of it. Now we have a challenge.
He's definitely not going to be misogynist considering what he said earlier, but I put this in before and it just stuck. I honestly just kept it there because I felt like
Here's a disclaimer. I'm not a misogynist. I am just very masculine. So I have certain opinions on things.
Isn't that the same thing?
Isn't misogynistic?
Yeah.
No. Well,
So-
yeah, nowadays it is.
Okay, before we start, can I just say that I would like to express my condolences to the victims of an attack that happened, a shooting that occurred in downtown Auckland when 3 people were killed prior to the start of the Women's World Cup. Can I just say that?
People being people, that's all.
Yeah, my condolences
People being
from everybody here. Our condolences.
If you have a gun, you're a pussy.
Before you go. Yeah. So now, afterwards, they started the competition in Australia and New Zealand.
Yeah, and they're actually still going because, yeah.
Portugal's competing. Yeah, finally for the first time in whatever.
Same with the Republic
Finally,
of
South
Ireland.
Africa are in something.
Yes.
So, let me just do a thing.
You're going to ask me some questions on the Women's World Cup.
I don't think we are. We're just going to be describing it. And we'll get it. And I think I just put that there because we thought we were probably going to just bat in with commentary about women.
Yeah. Portugal's going to play
Well,
tomorrow.
Let me just quickly give you a criteria. So, the criteria here is how many points. So, the ranking of the teams is determined as follows: how many points you have. If 2 people have the same amount of points, sorry, I'm blanking.
Gemma, let's interrupt this before with an ad break.
No.
Oh.
So it's the goal difference in all matches, then the number of goals scored in all matches, then the points obtained in the matches played between the 2 teams, then the goal difference in the matches played between the 2 teams, then the number of goals scored in the matches played against the 2 teams, then the fair play points, which are as follows: 1 point for yellow, -1 for yellow, -3 for an indirect red card, a second -4 for a direct red card, and -5 for 1 yellow and a direct red. And if that somehow still makes them tied, we draw a lot. We just draw. We just give it to chance.
I'm pretty sure it was just alphabetical order, wasn't it?
No, it says here on the thing. It says here on the regulations, drawing of lots.
Yeah.
I was actually drawing out names out of a hat.
Yeah.
I presume so. It's just random chance, I guess.
There are 6 countries who are making their debut this year. They are as follows: the Philippines, Vietnam, Morocco, Zambia, Haiti, Panama, Portugal, and the Republic of Ireland.
Yay.
Let's see how they're doing. Like those who have already played on their debut.
Can't wait to see England bottle yet another trophy. That'll be so much fun to watch.
England's due to their fair play points, England's like below Denmark.
But we'll get to that in just a second. Firstly, a pain. So there were 2 matches played on the 20th of July. There was the New Zealand versus Norway, which turned out to be 1-0.
For New Zealand. Absolute shock.
You okay?
This one doesn't take as long.
You okay? Yeah. Ignore the constant barrage of Discord pings on the background. I think Blue just has some of his mic settings wrong. 1-0 to New Zealand, and then.
10 seconds.
So, Australia beat us 1-0 via penalty. If that's not pain, I don't know what is.
Well, Nigeria and Canada on the 20-question. Why?
Well, yeah.
Can I just say, the Women's World Cup will have nowhere near as much quality of football as the Men's World Cup did. And that is just backed up by pure fact. Also, don't be ripping into the men, taking all of your money. Because that's not true.
As 18-20 ou 18-4? 18-4 ou 18-20.
You should have your mic muted, don't you know?
Hang on, mute me.
For fuck's sake, why does you have to make me mute everything?
The female footballers always about the men being paid more, but they have nowhere near as many fans. The fan base is so much smaller. That's where
I mean, it was only this year. It was only in that same Australia versus Republic of Ireland match that we had a record attendance of 75,000, which compared to the men's,
that's pretty good.
Yeah, compared to the men's, that's not really that much.
Well, no, the attendance is decent, but it won't bring in anywhere near as much money per FIFA. And
FIFA only cares about that money. That's why they're reformatting the Club World Cup.
No, the money is the thing. The money is the thing that pays the players, and I think that's what we're forgetting is the fans coming to the games and paying generates the income for the players. So when female footballers are crying about, oh, we don't get paid enough and we do the same job, you don't, because women and men's football are 2 different sports. Because they're 2 different physicalities. Men and women have different ways of playing. The football's just different. So yeah.
Yeah, completely fair. Completely fair to say that.
I mean, not having that much fans, honestly. It's kind of like deal breakers in some cases.
It is ridiculous how they just expect to be paid the same.
Yeah. Tomorrow, everybody go watch. Yeah, we'll wait to get to that.
Tomorrow, go watch.
Netherlands, Portugal.
That's tonight. Oh no,
I'm watching South Africa tomorrow.
Go watch Netherlands, Portugal, and France, Jamaica. Sweden, South Africa.
Yes.
Yeah. Go watch it. So
Nigeria. So then the following day, 21st, Switzerland killed the Philippines, and Nigeria drew with Canada. So Canada are currently in second because Nigeria lost. Had more yellows and reds. So yeah, that was the first and second day. The following day,
you forgot about Spain. I guess Costa Rica.
Oh yeah, that was kind of
obvious.
Yeah,
with an own goal.
Obviously, it was less than that game from the men's World Cup, but like yeah.
But that was going to the 22nd of July. Yes.
22nd, 3 games. Firstly, secondly, England beat Haiti. Oh my God, I am so surprised. Oh my God, how did this happen? Denmark did it. Denmark, even when it's women, they can still Denmark.
Although
to be fair, it is China. So,
may I point out, USA are the best team in this tournament.
Yep. But come on, it's Vietnam.
Because the most recent match has been the USA versus Vietnam.
That's just a quick challenge with Blackwell.
Most recent match has been the United States versus Vietnam, and so
we're gonna have 3 more matches.
Yep. On the 23rd, there is actually going to be a couple of matches. Yeah.
France, Jamaica, Sweden, South Africa, and then Portugal.
Sam's going to be wanting South Africa to clutch that 1-1.
I'm hoping they win the tournament, but that's unlikely.
I'm hoping Ireland wins the tournament. I think that's less likely.
The 24th, we're going to have Brazil, Panama.
I'm looking at it now. Actually, no. It's more likely we win than South Africa. They're 54th in the rankings. We're 22.
Oh yeah, 22.
Rankings don't really say.
Way less likely that Portugal wins, honestly.
Yeah, but then again, yeah.
No, it's more likely Portugal wins. Portugal, you guys are 22.
I mean, Kazakhstan are like 104th in the world, and they're chilling.
Let's go back to the European Cup.
Do you want me to name the countries that got suspended from qualifying?
Wait, they got suspended?
Or withdrew?
Ooh, name them all.
Okay. Looking at the map here. Russia, for obvious reasons.
Russia got told to withdraw because FIFA are racist.
Oh no!
They didn't tell Ukraine to withdraw.
They didn't tell Ukraine to withdraw. Yeah, they still went and qualified. They didn't qualify, but still. Chad withdrew. Sudan withdrew.
Chads.
Denim. I fucking said denim instead of demo. Democratic Republic of the Congo. And what's the country east of Somalia and south of Ethiopia again?
Kenya. It's Kenya.
Kenya withdrew as well. That's Iraq, I think.
No,
that's Iran.
Yes, Iraq. Yeah, correct.
And then
I'm gonna help you with this one. That is, I believe, Turkmenistan.
Kyrgyzstan? Is that Kyrgyzstan?
No, it's not. I believe it's
Is that
like
Tajik- It's either
Turkmenistan.
Tajikistan. It's Tajikistan. One of the stands. One of the stands, guys. One of the
It's
stands.
Turkmenistan. I think it's Turkmenistan. Turkmenistan, yeah.
And then there's Afghanistan for obvious reasons. Pakistan and for slightly obvious reasons. And India, I think they just withdrew.
Yeah. There's also this little country in the Oceanic that was. Oh, Burundi also quit.
And North Korea for obvious reasons.
No, Burundi didn't. It was Rwanda. Rwanda was quit.
And North Korea for obvious reasons.
Yep. North Korea, obviously.
Communism.
No, I think it's just because women's rights are kind of meh over there.
Yeah. And
They are allowed less hairstyles.
yeah,
Then
Men-
I can get in GTA Online.
No, in North Korea, you actually have to wear specific hairstyles.
yeah.
And there's less for women than there are for men.
Yeah, there's less hairstyles in North Korea than there is in GTA Online.
That says something. That says something about our society.
Yeah. Right, continue.
I don't think we have anything else to talk about.
I mean, we do.
Oh no.
No, we don't.
Yeah. Just a quick mention.
I don't wanna.
Yeah, but so because the preseason's already early on, so yeah. Instead, Jim, I want to do the ad moment.
Alright, I will move you to. Today's video is sponsored by oxygen. Oxygen is the leading element in making people live. You can breathe it. You can consume it. You can hit yourself against the wall and have a lot of it just go into your ecosystem. Use the code BAJDOI at checkout for 50% off your pack of oxygen. Back to the stream and podcast.
Woo! Give it up for oxygen, everybody.
Oxygen really sponsored you. Wow, that's great.
All right.
I love it when I'm just...
Yeah, I know we got sponsored by Oxygen. We have Oxygen, the best element. Oxygen.
Yeah. Just a quick mention or
What?
something.
What is the last thing?
Before we do that, access to the news. We are on Google Podcasts now. By the time this is uploaded to podcast sites, we should be on Google Podcasts. I submitted it, and it's going to take about 5 working days. I submitted it Thursday. So it's
Working
been 2
days
working
where I won't be
days.
working.
2 working days. So about Wednesday is when we'll be
Sleeping
on
days.
Google Podcasts.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, this is a big W. So yeah, we are expanding our reach from not just Spotify. We can now go on Google Podcasts. Anyway, last thing. Football preseasons are happening.
Yeah.
Yes, Reading recently lost 4-2 against Southampton.
Running.
I didn't even know that was a match that happened.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also,
it
let's
did.
just talk about
It did.
Ronaldo. So Al Nassr played Benfica and they lost. I know Nassr lost.
Seems like a skill issue to me. Yeah, well, Reading are signing players, which is fun.
Oh,
Which is fun, yeah.
yeah.
We just
But
signed.
still.
We signed Robbie Savage's son, and that's a good signing.
Yeah, say that as a running fan.
Charlie Savage from Manchester United. Not a bad signing at all, actually. Most teams are trying to get him on loan, and we got him like full on
Oh my god.
permanent deal. He's one of the best young players there is at the moment. So
I was gonna make a joke about books and reading, but I will not because it's awful. It's one of the most awful jokes you ever do in your life.
Sorry, I just grabbed something real quick.
Right. So yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so Gemma, do you have anything else to talk about? I guess it's a wrap.
I guess.
he has just switched over to YouTube for streaming instead of Twitch.
Oh yeah, I have done that, but I just never gained an audience on Twitch, and I already have a bit of an audience on YouTube. I should be on next Saturday. But before we go, I want to share with you this clip that I found on the internet. It's one of the funniest clips I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to The Chase. Can a team of 4 beat one of Britain's finest quiz brains and take home thousands of pounds? Let's find out and meet them.
I'm Dick, I'm 69, I'm a company director from Cumbria.
The perfect mix! The perfect mix!
Lovely.
That is been sounding there for 420 minutes.
I'll take it as that's a wrap then.
Yeah, that is a wrap. Thank you very much for listening.
Final words?
Happy birthday, everyone. Goodbye.
Works for me! And he's just left us. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Remember, don't trust chocolate. Choose your chocolate. Have a very good evening.
And a very good birthday.